Hello students, today we are going to start with the next topic of surface chemistry. In continuation with colloid part, we will see now today mechanism of micelle formation. This topic you have studied in class 10, so it is just a revision of that. Let us start with it. We have seen about associated colloids. In the previous lecture. Associated colloids are those type of colloids which behave as a true solution when the concentration is low. But as the concentration increases, the true solution starts behaving just like a colloid. Example we saw of a soap solution. Soap solution at very low concentration, it will behave like a true solution. But if the concentration increases, then it will behave just like a colloid. And we have seen that there is a particular value of concentration for soap. It is 10 raised to power minus 4 to 10 raised to power minus 3 mole per liter. Below this concentration, soap solution will behave like a true solution. Above this concentration, it will behave as a colloid. It is known as a critical micelle concentration. And there is a temperature value also above which the solution will behave like a colloid. That is known as the Kraft temperature. So for that, now let us see what is the structure of the soap and how does micelle formation takes place. Formation of associated colloid itself is associated with the formation of micelle. The particles which are single, they come into a cluster form, they come into a group form which is known as a micelle, and then they start behaving like an associated colloid. So in class 10th also you have seen the structure of soap. It has two parts. There is a long hydrocarbon chain which terminates into a carboxylate ion. This long hydrocarbon chain, for example, if it is a stearate ion, so then it will be CH3, CH2 16 times, COO minus. This is a ion which is obtained from stearic acid. Okay, so a soap molecule has two parts. This part is a hydrocarbon chain, and it is also known as tail, and this part is known as the head part. The tail part, it is non-polar in nature. Non-polar, or we can also call it as non-ionic. It does not contain any ions. It is just made up of carbon and hydrogen. And the head part is polar in nature. So there are two opposite ends of a soap molecule, the non-polar part and the polar part. Now when this soap molecule, or when soap molecules or a small quantity of soap is put into water, let us see what happens. So what did we see, that if there is a small concentration of soap in water, then it will behave like a true solution. So the soap molecules, this part which is non-polar, it is also hydrophobic. Hydrophobic means which hates water. So it will try to remain away from water, and the head part which is ionic will try to remain in contact with water. So this is hydrophilic part, means it gets attracted towards water, because water is also polar in nature. The head part is polar in nature, so polar will attract each other, and the tail part is non-polar in nature, and it is hydrophobic, means it hates water, so it tries to remain away from water. So at lower concentrations, the soap molecules will behave in this way when they are put into water, means below the critical micelle concentration. Now if the concentration of soap in water increases, then what happens? There are clusters, spherical clusters of such soap molecules which are formed, and each cluster contains nearly about 100 soap molecules. So in this cluster, the head part tries to remain in contact with water, whereas the tail part tries to remain away from water. So in this process or in this effort, there is a spherical cluster which is formed. Now if suppose there is some cleaning material which has to be put, means some material which has to be clean, it may be a cloth which has to be clean, or it may be some vessel. So there is oil particles or grease particle on the dirty cloth. So all the tails will get attached to this dirt. This is suppose dirt particle, or in two dimension if we say, then suppose this is a dirt particle on the surface of the cloth, then all the tail of the soap molecules will get attached to this dirt, and these tails, they are ending into polar heads. So in this way all the tails will penetrate into the dirt, which is also non-polar, tails are also non-polar, and the head part, they will be in contact of water. Such a spherical cluster is known as a missile. And then with a little bit of agitation or little bit of rubbing or scrubbing the surface, along with the dirt particle, along with the dirt from the surface, the entire missile will come into water. So we are seeing two things. We are seeing mechanism of missile formation as well as how the cleaning action also takes place. So let us once again repeat. When the concentration is low, the soap molecules, they behave in this way. The heads are pointed towards water and the tail portion is pointing away from water. But when the concentration increases, spherical clusters are formed of soap molecules. These spherical clusters or aggregates are known as missils. Now in this spherical aggregate, what is happening? All the tails are pointing towards the center of the sphere. Why they are pointing towards the center of the sphere? Because they are hydrophobic in nature. They try to remain away from water. So in this effort, their orientation is in such a way that all the tails are pointing towards the center and the heads are pointing towards the surface of the sphere. So it is just like a sphere with all the tails pointing towards the center of the sphere and heads are pointing outside the towards the outer surface of the sphere. Like this, there nearly 100 soap molecules, they cluster together and there will be lakhs and millions of missils in a soap solution. And if suppose there is a dirty cloth or a dirty surface which needs to be cleaned, so it will also contain grease or oil. So when it is put into soap solution or soap water, then the tails of the missile will penetrate into those particles of dirt on the surface of the cloth and the head will remain pointed outside towards the surface of water. Now gradually what will happen? The tail will pull out this dirt and along with the dirt, the tails will move into the water. Means entire missile will go into the water along with the dirt particle. In this way the surface of the cloth will get clean. Now this process, like what is happening, the dirt, that is oil or grease, it is mixing with water. Means along with that missile is going into water. So oil and water, they are becoming together. Oil, water generally they don't mix with each other. But in this way, due to the soap molecules present or due to the missile formation, oil and water, they will mix with each other. And this process is known as emulsification. Emulsification is the mixing of oil and water together. As such, oil and water purely, they don't mix with each other. But if a small amount of soap or detergent is added, then water and oil, they can mix with each other. The bigger particles of oil are broken into very tiny particles and this is known as emulsification. And these missils, after going into water, they will not come close to each other to form precipitates. They will remain away from each other because you can see here each missile. This is one single missile, it is having negative charges on its surface. Same way another missile will also have heads all negatively charged. So a sphere having all negative charges on the surface, another sphere having all negative charges on the surface, they can't come close to each other and they cannot form a precipitate. So they will always remain away from each other. Now detergents also just have a similar structure. Just like soaps are sodium or potassium salt of fatty acid. A long chain carboxylic acid is known as a fatty acid. So soaps are long chain carboxylic acids. Sodium salt of or potassium salt of long chain carboxylic acid. Detergents are also having a long hydrocarbon chain which terminates into a sulfonate ion. So the cleansing mechanism of soap or a detergent is same. It is just like both are like same only. Only the difference is in the nature of the polar head. Head will be polar for detergents also, but instead of carboxylate ion, there will be sulfonate ion. That is the difference. Now let us see a small activity to understand the emulsification. Just now we discussed what is emulsification. Emulsification is the mixing of oil and water. What is happening here? The dirt particle which is having oil or grease in it is going into the water, mixing with the water due to this micelle or due to the soap molecules or the detergent molecules which are present. So that is emulsification, breaking of the oil droplets into smaller particles and mixing it with water. Otherwise oil, water, they are not mixing with each other. So let us see a small activity to understand the process of emulsification. Now let us see an activity to understand the process of emulsification. Here I have 3 glasses. This contains oil and water mixture. The second glass contains soap solution and the third glass contains a mixture of oil, water and a little bit of soap or detergent. So the first glass, you can see there is oil and water here. The second one is just a detergent solution. The third one, here you can see oil is there, water is there and some detergent you can see floating on the oil surface. Now I just stir the contents in the first glass. Let us see what do we observe. You can see oil, big droplets of oil are there on the surface. This is the oil layer and you can see droplets of oil are there. The size is considerably big over here and you can see the oil and water are completely separate. The water is totally clear and the oil layer is clear and there are droplets of oil on the surface as you can see. In the last one, now let us stir the contents of this glass. Now let us observe how the contents of this glass they appear. If you observe carefully here, still you can see the oil droplets. But the size of the oil droplets here have become very tiny. Also you can see here, now you are getting to see a blurred view of the oil and water mixture. The oil has mixed with water. In the first glass, we could see that the oil is totally separate from water. Even on stirring the contents of this glass, the oil remains separate and water remains separate, and the size of the water droplets is very big. Oil droplets is very big here. In this case, now you can see the oil water has mixed and the droplets of oil which are formed are very, very small. So what is soap doing or detergent doing? It is mixing oil and water. So it is acting as an emulsifier. And this process of mixing of oil into water due to the presence of detergent is known as emulsification. So if you have a closer look, you can see that very tiny droplets of oil are still you can see on the surface of water. But now the oil has started mixing with water due to the presence of the detergent. And this is how cleaning also takes place. If there is dirt or oil on the surface, then it gets cleaned due to the presence of detergent because it emulsifies. It mixes the oil and water. Yes. Thank you.